What's up? I'm sorry. When I tell you that's like the best it's gonna get, cause I don't be knowing what else to say. I don't like saying hello, hey, what's up? But if you're new, make sure you subscribe, like all that sheets, cause I promise you gonna love it here. Anyways, let's get into today's serious lesson. I'm kidding. Okay. So today's video is inspired by something I was talking about a few years ago that I just came across the other day, where I was just talking about, feeling like a bad person around good people and feeling more of a good person around bad people. I feel like that's a very like surface level way to put it, but you know what I mean. But that reason being is just because I lacked communicational skills, like heavy. So when I came around these good people, these people that I perceived to be good, I felt like it required me to show up in my fullest potential way. And even though like my fullest potential was, communicating and know how to do that, I did not know how to do it. So it made me feel like a bad person not knowing how to show up in my best form. So a lot of the times, yeah, it was easier being around bad people. Even though most of the time I still wouldn't really like it there, it was better. It was like at the end of the day, this person doing these things, but it's like I don't do those things. I don't do that. And actually the funny thing about that is like that alone can be put into so many situations, like, of putting yourself on a pedestal, which is an egotistical thing. I might go more in depth because that's something I'm still like learning about. But at that time, I wasn't really recognizing it as that because I wasn't really into all that. I was just like, damn, I'm feeling like a bad person. What's going on? And like I said, it left me feeling like I was just unable to show up in my fullest potential. I wanted to know how to communicate. I wanted to do these things, but I was scared. I was scared as fuck. I was scared to express how I felt. I was scared to express curiosity. I was scared to communicate so many things. And I felt that for a long time after that point. It wasn't until like months down the line where I actually kind of started doing a bit more work into it, going further than, okay, like I'm scared and I don't like this feeling. But months down the line, I end up doing work where it's like, okay, why am I feeling like this? What is it? And really most of the time when you're feeling like a bad person, whether if it's from something you lack or if it's something that you've acquired, a characteristic about yourself that you've acquired that's just like you don't feel so well about. But most of the time those things come from childhood, the way you were programmed, what happened during childhood. And for me, it was just like communication, it wasn't something that was developed during that time. I never had the chance to develop it. So yeah, coming out into the world and talking to people, what the fuck, this is scary because you never did it. So but you have to recognize it for what it is. A lot of times having this fear or shame or guilt around a part of yourself that was created can push you to see it for that and that only. But you really have to recognize it for what it is. It's just like, damn, I didn't get this during childhood, or in childhood this is just something that happened. This is the way that I responded. I was not fully in control of my development and things of that nature. It's really just important to recognize it for that, because once you're able to see that, you can give yourself grace in the process. Because baby, once you see it, now it's on you. You can't go and try to blame it on your childhood and whoever played their part in it. It's on you now because it's your problem and you have now identified the problem. And the thing about it is, just because it's now your responsibility still doesn't mean that it's something that's going to happen in the snap of a finger, next week, 2 weeks. It don't mean that you're going to progressively get better and it's going to get better and better. Nah, you might drop, but you're going to do better this week, drop next week, whole switch around, whole switch up. But in you recognizing it exactly for what it is, you're able to give it more grace and be patient with yourself during that process of um, reprogramming yourself. That's really what it is. You reprogram yourself. Listen, this shit that I've been doing my whole life, or whatever I was programmed to do, that shit not working. I gotta do something else. So the same amount of time it took to program you into that other thing, it's gonna be about the same amount of time. So expect that. Be patient. Have grace. That's all for this video. I hope you can take something from it. I hope you learned something. I hope you're able to apply something new to your daily being. And I will see you next time. Hopefully.